Something that people try to attain, right? You get it and you see it in movies, like The Notebook, you know, which is a weird thing. I think The Notebook is actually ruining the minds of young women. Yeah, it is like what pornography does to men. The Notebook does to your heart as a woman. It makes you want something that you can't actually achieve. It's just weird. It ruins you for real relationships. It's emotional pornography, that movie. It's terrible. I saw it for the first time a few weeks ago. I swear to God. I thought, I heard this was good. And then I watched it. This is insane. What happens to that movie? Ryan Gosling goes up to a girl he likes at a fair, and he's just like, I want to go out with you. And she's on a date. So this is rude, first off. And Rachel McAdams is like, no. And then he's like, okay. And then so Rachel McAdams gets on a Ferris wheel with her date, and they go up on the Ferris wheel. And Ryan Gosling character runs up on the Ferris wheel, climbs up, doesn't pay, and holds there. Now he's just swinging. 2 stories in the air, staring, just fucking eyeballing. Oh, hey, what's up? Remember me from before? If you don't go out with me, I'm gonna let go. And right there, something in a female heart goes like, no, it shouldn't do that. That is not beautiful. That is not romantic. That is a red flag. That man is dangerous. He should be arrested. He's putting himself in danger, other people. And even in the movie, does he go to jail? Where are the police? They're nowhere to be found. They're just like, the operator's like, oh, there's Johnny, or whatever. This is not real. None of this can actually happen in your life, you know? It's crazy. Like, and then at one point in the movie, they're holding each other. Rachel McAdams just out of nowhere goes, I'm a bird! Which is when he should have broken up with her right then and there. But he doesn't, does he? No, because it's a romantic, show. It's a romantic movie. And so what does he do? He turns to her and just goes, if you're a bird, then I'm a bird too. This is not the type of person you want. If you're suddenly having a stroke and think you're a bird, the last thing you want is for your loved one to go, I'm a bird too. It's emotional pornography. It's ruining your heart. The same as porn for guys. Like, guys think they want what's on porn. No, those are professional stunt people doing things that would hurt a regular person. Probably break, a regular person. And it's the same as what the movie The Notebook's doing to your heart as a woman. It is stretching it out so that it's not able to work in a real relationship. It is. What happens at the end of the movie? She's got like dementia and then he's perfectly healthy, but then they hold hands and die at the same time. That is double penetrating your heart is what that's doing. That is ruining it. So it's useless for anybody else. It's bad for you, just like pornography. That stuff's bad for you. And what it's doing, especially in this more modern age, because this is like this romantic ideal. Like maybe in some ways that could have worked back then, but now in this day and age, it's just not gonna work. That is making a woman now want everything at once. That's impossible. I feel now I want to please the woman I'm in love with. I want to please her, my girlfriend, but all I feel that she expects from me is to treat her like an independent businesswoman princess, and that's impossible. It's not a real thing. It's not even close. That lie that you want a modern man to be vulnerable. Yeah, right. Once my girlfriend said it was okay if I cried, and then I cried and it was not okay at all. Not even a little bit. Like, oh. Yeah, that idea you want us to be vulnerable. No, it's like, I want you to be vulnerable. Oh my God, are you being vulnerable? You can't be vulnerable. You need to be my rock. Speaking of rock, when are you going to put a ring on this finger? I am not an object, but cover me in trinkets. None of it makes sense. I want to be romantic now. I think it's harder to be romantic than it used to be. I think it's more difficult. There used to be rules for romance, you know? Two people be courting each other, our grandparents' generation, arm in arm. They come across a puddle, and the lady be like, oh, what do we do? I'm like, I can't vote, and all that shit. And the man would be like, tut tut, second-class citizen. And then what do? He'd take his jacket off and throw it on the puddle for the lady. And she'd be all impressed at his sacrifice. If he did that now, she'd walk around the puddle and call him an idiot. Yeah. Rightly so. That's a waste of a good jacket. But what do we do now? What are the rules? You know, the rules have kind of changed. How do we express love now? What are things you can follow? I think it's pretty much it. You know, a lot of stuff's up in the air, except for one thing that I know. If I want to fully demonstrate my love to the person I'm with, apparently I got to get them, at one point in our culture, a diamond. I got to get them a diamond, which is a weird way of expressing my unique and individual love by getting her something that everybody else has to get at the same time. I don't like the big rock. Just taking someone's yearly salary and then just throwing it on your finger. A little rude, no, at a coffee shop? Like, oh, the chai latte and a biscuit. What's this? What are you making here? Go fuck yourself. Off I go. It's a weird way of expressing your love, no? Making other people feel shitty. Not that you don't have a diamond or gave one with thought and consideration, because that is possible and a beautiful thing, but it is optional. Money is a necessity in that transaction. So you could just have a bunch of money, and then like the thought and consideration can kind of go fuck off, you know? So I'm wondering, there's got to be something more beautiful that takes more effort, no matter how much or little money you have, that you can express to somebody, no matter how much or little money you have, that just takes thought and consideration and no money. You know what it is? Not fucking other people. Yeah. That really takes a considerable amount of effort. Yeah. Yeah, and more rare than a diamond if you check the stats on that one specifically. Denying your physical instinct for the spiritual and intellectual love of another human being, evolving us all into something greater than we are, not just animals and monkeys driven by impulse. That's beautiful. That's a wonderful gift that is underappreciated, is it not? You cannot really give that one over. No one accepts it. I wish I could write that card. I want to do it, my dearest angel. This past year, I've had the opportunity to fuck 8 different people. And they offered to do things you would never do. And although I really wanted to, I mean, every cell in my body, all my programming, naturally, over millions of years, was like, fucking good. I didn't. Merry Christmas. You guys have been great.